Oh, it's a whole suit. Wow. Sport coat, you are. Okay. Sooner or later, you got to spend some of that money. You just can't keep it all.
All right, one of the legends of Slow News Day, Phil Sims, is here inside the NFL and CBS. He's in New Jersey right now. What's going on, brother?
Nothing's going on. It's just another cold day up here in New Jersey. Of course, watching a lot of TV, listen to everybody talk about the Super Bowl. And man, I am so sick of hearing an analysis of the Super Bowl already. It's unbelievable. What else can be said? There's nothing you can find that hasn't been said 100 times, but still, got to listen in case I learn something.
What is your least favorite bit of Super Bowl analysis so far? Like, is there something where you're just like, okay, people keep talking about this, but this just doesn't matter?
It's probably better during the Super Bowl because people actually do work and look at what's going on in football instead of going, well, on third down, he's one of the worst quarterbacks in the league, He's on a bad team, but it doesn't matter. He's got to be great when he's under pressure. Oh, my God, I get so sick of listening to when somebody comes on TV or I listen on radio and they start reciting number after number, boom. You know what that is, right? I turn it over or turn it off because I don't want to hear it. God, when you start talking about all the numbers, my head explodes. So that's just me. That's the way I am.
I take it you're not riding the analytics revolution in the NFL there, Phil?
Hey, that's fine. I understand analytics. I do. But, a lot of it I don't understand also. If you go for it on 4th and 2 on your own 18, your percentages of making it are 52%. So let's do it. How's that make sense? You got me?
Yeah, I do. I see where you're coming from.
I've seen these decisions, and I'm not exaggerating. So that's what I just.
No, I agree with you. Yeah. I also think Brandon Staley's a bad coach, but enough about that. No.
Hold on. No. Brandon Staley, actually, I thought he was too conservative this year, believe it or not. So, oh well.
So
it's cold. I like the way you're dressed today. I feel underdressed.
Thank you. No, I'm wearing a suit every single day. I brought 5 to Arizona. I almost got an overweight charge at the airport for the baggage because of all that and stuff. We escaped it. 49 pounds. So I'm great. I didn't have to pay an extra $100, and I'm wearing these suits. It's wonderful.
You got great hair. You got a nice sport coat on. You're living large, man.
I appreciate that. Why didn't you dress up? I thought you respected the show more, Phil.
I am. This is for me at home. This is dressed up, man.
I mean, yeah. I guess you are at home. I guess you're just walking around your house right now. I guess you can't wear a suit.
Well, I decided since I was coming on here at home, I thought I'd put some clothes on instead of.
When you watch Patrick Mahomes, I love asking quarterbacks this question. You process it differently because you've played the position and you know how hard little things are. Just things that I wouldn't notice, my crew wouldn't notice. Is there something Mahomes does where, as someone who knows how hard the position can be, you say, "Oh my God, like this, we don't even appreciate this part of his game"?
I think that it caught everybody by surprise. He was doing it in college. I remember watching some of his college games and going, wow, he is just, unbelievable. But I'm not going to lie. I just go, will this work in the NFL? Listen, he has changed how the quarterback has played at all levels forever and probably now. And what we see Patrick Mahomes doing, we kind of expect most of the quarterbacks, especially the ones coming in the league, to be able to do some of these things, not as great as him, because you need his talent too. The way he holds the football, the way he throws, and I do this with tons of kids during the offseason. What he does and all those weird throws and all that, it is like mechanically perfect. Yeah. And that's what you want to teach the kid to do. And believe it or not, you can teach this to kids and they can pick it up. If you got talent and once you kind of learn to throw, you can do all those off-balance throws. And we see more and more quarterbacks in the NFL doing it. It's pretty cool.
Can you take me through that? Because I think it's an interesting point, because I think that one of the lessons, like Zach Wilson's a great example. Everybody said, oh, he can make all the throws, the off-platform stuff. Well, you know what he couldn't do? He couldn't throw a 5-yard out. He just wasn't doing, he wasn't doing the easy stuff. You needed to be able to take those layups. I'm curious about the steps and the mechanics that you teach to learn that kind of improvisation.
You start with let's take one step, throw it here, throw it there. All the stuff about, you can't throw across the field if you're rolling right. Listen, can we get rid of that narrative? That damn thing died a long time ago. If you can't run right and throw it across the field to the left, then you're not going to be an NFL quarterback right now. It's all about leverage, standing the right way, learning how to stand on your right foot, whatever, and arm angles. The arm angles. And if you notice Patrick Mahomes, I don't know if you can see me, his arm never gets really long behind him. It stays somewhat compact. And by and large, compact throwers dominate the NFL. If you're a boxer, right? You don't reach way back here to hit somebody, do you? because you lose power, but when you keep it in tight end, boom, that way. And that's really kind of throwing too. And for Zach Wilson, he does that pretty good on the run. In the NFL, you got to be a machine hitting those short passes and 10 yards under. And then we go from there and work down the field.
Speaking of Zach Wilson, if you're Joe Douglas and the Packers call you, your offer is what?
And Aaron Rodgers is kind of saying stuff that makes me think that, I don't know, it's everywhere. I can't even follow it. But if the Jets, if you can make the deal and it's not outrageous, as a fan and as what I do for a living, I'd say it's a really good move.
You didn't pull an Aaron Rodgers when you were playing and do a darkness retreat and just lock yourself in for 4 days and just figure out life?
I did that a long time ago, man. Many times, you know.
If you could have the fans understand any part of football, that the player would understand, that the coaches understand, but you don't think the fan necessarily understands, is there something that you think that you wished we appreciated about the game?
We all need to do a little better job of kind of broadening fans' perspective and how they look at it. I don't know if that'll happen, but probably not, because what's going on in the draft this year? What's going to happen? Oh my God. Oh, we're so excited. Last year, there could be 5 guys drafted in the first round. What tapes were you looking at to think there were going to be 5 quarterbacks taken in the first round? We had 1. That's all that we're going to hear about the draft, and maybe an occasional pass rusher. I don't know. But it's going to be quarterbacks that are going to drive us nuts whole offseason.
Sounds like you're saying, Phil, we need to watch the tape. We all need to watch the tape more.
No, just don't judge everything by stats, okay? That's probably the only take. Just Boom. Numbers and football lie.
We do one thing to get you out of here. It's called Club Kevin. It's our Hall of Fame. You can induct anybody in the world you want to. TV show you're watching, an athlete you saw recently that you're impressed by, doesn't matter. You can induct anybody in the world to give a shout out to. Who are you inducting?
Wow, that's too broad of a damn question. Well, first off, in acting, if he was a football player, I'd put him in the Hall of Fame. He'd be a first ballot killer, and that's Denzel Washington. I mean, I love all the movies he's in.
Of course.
But shoot, I had somebody else in my mind for quarterback. Oh, I do. I almost forgot it. Jim Plunkett. He won 2 Super Bowls. I thought that was once you win 2, you're in. And he had a big factor. He was a big factor in them. And I remember seeing him in college at Stanford. I go, damn, his uniform didn't look like it fits. And that helmet's just smashed on his head. But boy, can he throw the ball. So I don't know. I've said it a lot. And people just, Tom Flores. He won 2 Super Bowls. Finally, they waited till he was 98. They put him in the Hall of Fame finally. I feel bad. I was so nice to you today. Should I have? I remember our interview 3 years ago. You said, you have any advice for me? And I think I said, yeah, quit.
Quit. You said quit.
How can we improve as a host?
Quit. Yes. Yeah,
I stuck with it.
You stuck. Well, of course, I didn't mean it. I think you do a great job. And you got to get a jacket that fits a little better, but I'm not going to get into that.
No. Oh, no. I thought we were going to get out. I was going to get on
stage.
Of
course, I just did that to get something in. I didn't really. Don't we say a lot of things in life? Are you married?
I am. Yeah. We just had a kid last month.
Oh, congratulations. So just think all the things you say to your wife that you really don't believe and are not true, but you tell her anyway, right?
That's exactly right, man.
We all do that. I still do it. And we've been married, my wife and I got to think about it. 43 years.
Wow. Congratulations on that.
Damn, it's nothing like getting it. Hey, listen, let me tell you this too, big man. Age is real. Everybody goes, oh, age is just a number. My aching butt, it is. It's real. So I fight it every day, and that's my new thing now. So
what's your number one marriage tip?
Never argue. I think we've argued for real maybe twice in our whole marriage.
I had Jared Goff on Monday, and he's planning a wedding, and he said his number one tip is just say nothing. Just say nothing right. And just let somebody else come up with it.
They can't tag you. Yeah, good for Jared Goff. What a good one, man. I was rough on him in his career at times, but I even said on TV, Jared Goff just slapped us in the back of the head and told us to shut up because he has delivered the mail, baby.
Phil Simmons, thank you so much, man. We appreciate you.
Thanks for having me on.
Thanks, man.